What if I told you that miracles are not random acts of the universe, but rather the result of a deliberate state of being? Every great achievement, every life-altering breakthrough, begins with a simple yet profound truth. You are a magnet, drawing into your life the exact experiences, people, and outcomes that align with your inner state. Whether you realize it or not, your thoughts and feelings act like signals, pulling the unseen into the seen, the impossible into reality. Pause for a moment and imagine yourself as the center of a miraculous force field. This force doesn't operate on luck or chance. It responds directly to the energy you radiate. When you think of yourself as a magnet, understand that you are not merely attracting random events, but shaping the flow of your reality. It is within your power to align with miracles and become the cause of extraordinary events. The secret lies in acting as if you already are what you desire to be. When you embody this truth, you step into a realm where miracles are not distant fantasies, but natural consequences of your belief. It is not about forcing the universe to bend to your will, rather, it is about becoming the version of yourself who effortlessly experiences the miraculous. This is not wishful thinking or idle dreaming. It is a deliberate practice of consciousness, a shift in identity. The moment you claim yourself to be the living magnet for miracles, the world begins to respond in kind. Today, let us dive into this powerful concept and discover how you can align your thoughts, emotions, and actions to transform your life in ways you never imagined possible. Everything you attract in life begins with the state of your inner world. The law of attraction is not about external circumstances or random luck. It is a direct reflection of your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Your inner state acts as a magnet, shaping the energy you emit and determining the experiences you draw toward you. To become a magnet for miracles, you must first align your inner world with the outcomes you desire. Your thoughts are the seeds of manifestation. Every thought you entertain carries a vibrational frequency, and this frequency either aligns with the reality you wish to create or moves you further away from it. When your inner state is dominated by thoughts of fear, scarcity, or doubt, you unknowingly attract circumstances that mirror these feelings. However, when your thoughts are focused on abundance, love, and possibilities, the universe responds in kind, delivering opportunities and outcomes that align with your elevated vibration. Feelings are the emotional current that gives life to your thoughts. It is not enough to think positively. You must feel deeply and consistently in alignment with your desires. Imagine the joy, excitement, and gratitude of already living your ideal life. Let these emotions saturate your being, for they are the signals that inform the universe of what to deliver. Without this emotional connection, your thoughts remain dormant, unable to manifest in the physical world. Belief is the foundation upon which your inner state rests. To attract miracles, you must first believe that they are possible for you. Doubt is the silent saboteur that weakens your magnetic pull. Every moment you spend questioning whether something can happen is a moment you spend pushing it away. Instead, cultivate a deep and unwavering faith in the inevitability of your desires. Remind yourself that the universe is limitless, and so are you. Your inner state is also shaped by the narratives you repeat to yourself daily. The stories you tell about your worth, potential, and circumstances form the lens through which you see the world. If your self-talk is rooted in limitation, you will continue to attract evidence that supports these limitations. To align with the miraculous, rewrite the script of your inner dialogue. Speak to yourself as someone who is deserving, capable, and powerful. Affirmations can be a powerful tool in this practice, helping you replace old patterns with empowering beliefs. Visualization is another potent way to shift your inner state. When you close your eyes and vividly imagine your desires as already fulfilled, you create a mental and emotional blueprint for the universe to follow. Visualization allows you to practice living in the energy of your dreams, making them feel tangible and real. It is in these moments of deep inner focus that your magnetic power is amplified, pulling your desires closer with each passing day. Your inner state is also influenced by the energy you absorb from your surroundings. The people you interact with, the environments you spend time in, and the media you consume all contribute to the frequency you emit. To attract miracles, you must protect your inner state from negativity and consciously choose inputs that uplift and inspire you. Surround yourself with individuals who reflect the energy you wish to embody and seek out experiences that nurture your sense of possibility. It is important to recognize that your inner state is not static, it is constantly evolving based on your focus and choices. This means that at any moment, you have the power to recalibrate and realign with the energy of your desires. Begin each day by tuning into your inner world and setting the tone for what you wish to attract. Meditation, gratitude practices, and intentional breathing are all effective ways to center yourself and elevate your vibration. Your inner state operates as a mirror, reflecting your dominant energy back to you in the form of circumstances and events. When you take responsibility for this inner world, you step into your power as a creator. You no longer see life as something happening to you, but as something unfolding through you. By cultivating a state of joy, abundance, and certainty within, you set the stage for miracles to flow effortlessly into your reality. To attract miracles, you must see them vividly within your mind's eye before they take shape in the physical world. Visualization is a process of bringing your inner world into alignment with the reality you wish to experience. It is a deliberate act of creation, allowing you to shift from merely wishing for change to embodying the energy of your desires. When you visualize, you create a mental and emotional blueprint that the universe follows, bridging the gap between your imagination and tangible reality. The first step in visualization is clarity. You cannot manifest what you cannot define. Take time to reflect on what you truly want and be specific about your desires. Imagine not just the broad concept, but the fine details. For example, if you wish to manifest a dream home, see its layout, colors, and furnishings. Picture yourself walking through its rooms, feeling the textures and hearing the sounds of the life you would live there. The clearer and more vivid your vision, the stronger the signal you send to the universe. Visualization is not a passive daydream, it is an immersive experience that engages all your senses. Feel the emotions of already having what you desire. Smell the air, hear the sounds, taste the flavors, and feel the physical sensations associated with your vision. If you are visualizing a career breakthrough, imagine the confidence and pride swelling within you as you step into that role. By engaging your senses, you make the visualization more real to your subconscious mind, which does not differentiate between imagined and lived experiences. Consistency is key. Make visualization a daily practice, dedicating even a few minutes each day to immerse yourself in the reality of your desires. The more often you connect with this inner vision, the more natural and believable it becomes to your mind. Over time, this consistency strengthens your belief in the inevitability of your desires, dissolving doubts and creating a powerful resonance between your inner and outer worlds. Another critical aspect of visualization is the emotional energy you bring to it. Focus not only on seeing your desires, but on feeling the joy, excitement, and gratitude of having them. These emotions are the fuel that propels your vision into reality. When you feel as though your desires are already fulfilled, you radiate a frequency that aligns with the miraculous, attracting corresponding experiences with ease. To deepen the impact of visualization, anchor your vision in the present tense. See yourself as the person who is already living the life you desire. Speak affirmatively about your achievements and experiences as if they are unfolding now. This approach strengthens your belief and communicates to the universe that you are ready to receive. It is also helpful to pair your visualizations with physical actions. For example, if you are visualizing yourself as a confident public speaker, practice speaking in front of a mirror or recording your voice. These actions reinforce the reality of your vision and create momentum, signaling to the universe that you are serious about embodying this new version of yourself. Visualization is a dynamic process, one that evolves as you grow and refine your desires. Do not be afraid to revisit and adjust your vision to reflect new insights and aspirations. The more aligned your vision is with your true self, the more powerful your manifestations will be. One of the most transformative aspects of visualization is its ability to rewire your subconscious mind. The images and emotions you consistently hold in your mind shape your beliefs and perceptions, influencing the choices you make. and the opportunities you notice. Over time, this rewiring creates a reality that mirrors the inner world you have cultivated. Through visualization, you step into a reality where the extraordinary feels natural and the miraculous feels inevitable. By holding your desires in your mind with unwavering clarity, vividness, and emotion, you create a powerful magnetic field that draws those desires into your experience. Gratitude is one of the most potent forces for amplifying your magnetic power and drawing miracles into your life. When you embrace gratitude, you align yourself with the frequency of abundance, shifting your focus from what is lacking to what is already present, thriving. This simple yet transformative practice allows you to cultivate an inner state that naturally attracts more of the good you desire. Gratitude is the language of receivership, signaling to the universe that you are open, ready, and appreciative of all that is flowing into your life. At its core, gratitude transforms your perception. It directs your attention to the blessings that already surround you, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. This shift in focus raises your vibration, creating a state of joy and contentment that mirrors the energy of your desires. When you vibrate at this higher frequency, you naturally become a match for the miracles you wish to manifest. Gratitude is not limited to the past or the present, it extends into the future. When you give thanks for the things you desire as though they are already yours, you bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. This forward-looking gratitude is a powerful act of faith, a declaration that you trust in the unfolding of your desires. By feeling grateful in advance, you align yourself with the reality where your desires are already fulfilled. One of the most profound aspects of gratitude is its ability to dissolve resistance. Often we unknowingly block the flow of blessings into our lives through feelings of doubt, fear, or unworthiness. Gratitude shifts these lower energies into higher states of acceptance and trust. When you are grateful, you release the need to control outcomes or question how they will manifest. Instead, you move into a state of allowing, where the universe can work through you and for you. Gratitude also enhances your connection to the present moment. It reminds you to pause and recognize the beauty and abundance that exists in your life right now. This present moment awareness is a powerful anchor, keeping you grounded in the here and now while maintaining your alignment with future possibilities. The more you appreciate the present, the more you open the door for greater blessings to flow into your experience. Practicing gratitude is not about ignoring challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. Instead, it is about finding the silver lining in every situation and acknowledging the lessons and growth that come from adversity. When you can be thankful even for difficulties, you transform them into stepping stones for miracles. This mindset shift strengthens your resilience and deepens your faith in the process of life. A daily gratitude practice can amplify your magnetic power significantly. Start each day by listing the things you are thankful for, whether they are tangible possessions, meaningful relationships, or simply the gift of being alive. Write these blessings down, speak them aloud, or hold them in your heart as you reflect on their importance. This intentional focus on gratitude sets the tone for your day, ensuring that you begin from a place of abundance and positivity. Gratitude is not just a mental exercise, it is an emotional experience. When you express genuine appreciation, allow yourself to feel the warmth and joy that come with it. Let this feeling permeate your entire being, radiating outward like a beacon of light. The more deeply you feel gratitude, the stronger its magnetic pull becomes, drawing similar energies and experiences into your life. Another powerful way to amplify your gratitude is to share it with others. Expressing thanks to those around you creates a ripple effect, spreading positivity and reinforcing your own state of abundance. Gratitude has a unique way of strengthening connections and building a sense of community, further amplifying the energy you emit. Gratitude expands your perspective, reminding you that life is abundant and that there is always something to celebrate. It shifts you from a mindset of scarcity to one of overflow, creating a fertile ground for miracles to manifest. As you cultivate gratitude as a way of life, you establish a magnetic force within you that attracts blessings in all forms. Doubt is one of the greatest obstacles to attracting miracles. It clouds your vision, weakens your energy, and disrupts the flow of manifestation. To align yourself with the miraculous, you must learn to recognize and eliminate doubt, replacing it with unwavering belief in possibility. This shift is not just a mental exercise, but a complete transformation of your inner state, allowing you to tap into the limitless potential that resides within you. Doubt often arises from the logical mind, which is conditioned to assess situations based on past experiences, current circumstances, and perceived limitations. While the logical mind serves an important purpose, it is not the tool for manifesting miracles. Miracles defy logic. They are born from a place of faith, imagination, and trust. To eliminate doubt, you must shift your focus from what is visible and tangible to what is possible and unseen. One of the most effective ways to combat doubt is to become aware of the inner dialogue that perpetuates it. Pay attention to the thoughts you entertain, the words you speak, and the beliefs you hold about yourself and the world. Are they rooted in lack, fear, or hesitation? If so, challenge them. Replace limiting thoughts with affirmations that reinforce possibility and potential. Speak to yourself as though you are already the person who has achieved what you desire. Belief is a powerful antidote to doubt, and it begins with a choice. Decide to believe in your desires, even if you cannot yet see how they will manifest. Belief is not about having all the answers or understanding every step of the journey. It is about trusting in the outcome. When you choose belief over doubt, you signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. This decision strengthens your magnetic power and aligns your energy with the reality you wish to create. Imagination is a critical tool in affirming possibility. Allow yourself to dream freely. Without the constraints of what you think is realistic, your imagination is a direct line to the infinite, a space where anything is possible. Spend time visualizing your desires in vivid detail, not just as distant goals but as current realities. Feel the emotions of living your dreams and let this feeling saturate your being. This practice trains your mind to focus on possibility rather than limitation. Another way to eliminate doubt is to look for evidence of miracles in your life and the lives of others. Often doubt thrives in isolation, convincing you that your desires are unattainable or rare. By seeking out stories of success, transformation, and serendipity, you remind yourself of the boundless potential that exists in the world. These examples serve as proof that the extraordinary is not only possible but natural. Faith is a cornerstone of eliminating doubt. Faith is not blind optimism. It is a deep knowing that what you desire is already unfolding. Faith allows you to remain steady in the face of uncertainty, trusting that every step you take is guided and purposeful. Cultivate faith through practices that nourish your spirit, such as meditation, prayer, or journaling. These moments of connection strengthen your belief in these unseen forces working on your behalf. Affirming possibility requires persistence. Doubt does not disappear overnight. It is a habit that must be replaced with intentional thought and action. Each time doubt arises, see it as an opportunity to reaffirm your commitment to your desires. Speak words of possibility, take inspired action, and hold your vision with conviction. Over time, this practice becomes second nature, and doubt loses its grip on your mind and energy. Your environment also plays a significant role in eliminating doubt. Surround yourself with people, ideas, and experiences that uplift and inspire you. Distance yourself from negativity, skepticism, and fear-based thinking. Seek out communities and mentors who encourage you to dream bigger and believe in your potential. The energy of those around you influences your own, so choose wisely. Doubt is a natural part of the human experience, but it does not have to control you. By recognizing it for what it is, a temporary thought, rather than a permanent truth, you reclaim your power. Affirming possibility is a deliberate act of courage, one that requires you to see beyond current circumstances and trust in the unseen. As you release doubt and embrace belief, you align yourself with the miraculous and open the door for infinite possibilities to flow into your life. To magnetize miracles and manifest your deepest desires, you must embody the energy of already having them. Acting as though it is already yours bridges the gap between your current reality and the one you wish to experience. This approach is not about pretending or deluding yourself. It is about aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the version of yourself who has already achieved what you seek. When you consistently act from this place of certainty, you set powerful forces in motion that draw your desires to you effortlessly. Acting as though it is already yours begins with your self-concept. How do you see yourself? If you desire wealth, success, or love, you must view yourself as someone who is inherently worthy and capable of receiving these blessings. Your self-concept dictates your behavior, decisions, and energy. Shift your identity to match the person who already possesses what you desire. Speak, think, and carry yourself as they would. When you embody this version of yourself, the outer world begins to conform to your inner state. Your emotions play a critical role in this process. Feel the joy, excitement, and gratitude of having already achieved your desires. These emotions create a vibrational match with your goals, making them feel more real and accessible. For instance, if you are manifesting a new career, imagine the pride and fulfillment of excelling in that role. Let these emotions guide your actions and interactions, reinforcing the belief that your vision is already a reality. One of the most transformative aspects of acting as though it is already yours is the power of decision-making. When you adopt the mindset of someone who has already succeeded, you make choices that align with that reality. You no longer act from a place of doubt or fear, but from a place of confidence and conviction. These decisions create momentum, paving the way for opportunities and experiences that support your vision. This principle extends to the way you interact with the world. When you act as though it is already yours, you radiate an energy of confidence and self-assurance. Others sense this energy and respond accordingly, often offering support, resources, or opportunities that propel you forward. Your belief in yourself inspires belief in others, creating a ripple effect that accelerates your manifestations. Acting as though it is already yours also means releasing attachment to the how and when of your desires. When you trust that your goals are already in motion, you free yourself from the need to control every detail. This trust allows you to focus on the present moment, taking inspired actions that align with your vision without forcing or overthinking the process. Incorporating daily habits that reflect your desired reality is another powerful way to act as though it is already yours. For instance, if you are manifesting health and vitality, adopt the habits of a healthy person, exercise, nourish your body, and prioritize rest. If you are manifesting financial abundance, handle your finances with care and gratitude, as someone who values and respects their wealth would. These habits reinforce the belief that you are already living your desired life. Visualization is a crucial component of acting as though it is already yours. Create mental scenes in which you are fully immersed in your desired reality. Imagine the people you interact with, the environments you inhabit, and the experiences you enjoy. See yourself as the central character in this vision, fully embodying the person you wish to become. These visualizations not only strengthen your belief, but also provide a roadmap for your actions. It is important to maintain consistency in this practice. Acting as though it is already yours requires persistence, especially in the face of challenges or setbacks. Each time you encounter doubt or resistance, return to the truth that your desires are already unfolding. Reaffirm your belief through your thoughts, words, and actions. Over time, this consistency rewires your subconscious mind, making your new reality feel natural and inevitable. As you act as though it is already yours, you cultivate a sense of ease and certainty. This inner confidence allows you to navigate life with grace, knowing that you are in alignment with the miraculous. By embodying the energy of having already received your desires, you magnetize experiences, people, and opportunities that resonate with your vision. This alignment is the key to turning your dreams into reality. Trusting the timing and the process is a cornerstone of manifesting miracles. It is acknowledgement that while your desires are valid and achievable, they will unfold in perfect harmony with the natural flow of life. This trust is not passive, it is an active state of surrender and faith, allowing you to remain aligned with your goals while letting go of unnecessary anxiety and impatience. The timing of your desires is not random. There is an intricate and intelligent order to the unfolding of events in your life. While you may not always understand why certain things take longer than expected, trusting the process means believing that everything is working in your favor, even when appearances suggest otherwise. Delays and detours often carry hidden lessons or opportunities that prepare you to fully receive and appreciate what you are manifesting. Impatience can disrupt your alignment and weaken your magnetic power. When you obsess over how long something is taking or doubt whether it will happen, you shift your focus from possibility to lack. Trusting the timing means releasing the need to control every aspect of the journey and allowing the universe to orchestrate events in ways you might not anticipate. This requires faith in the unseen and a deep understanding that the timing of your manifestations is always perfect. A key aspect of trusting the process is embracing the present moment. Often we become so fixated on the future that we overlook the beauty and abundance available to us now. The present moment is where your power resides. It is the space where you cultivate the energy and mindset that will bring your desires into reality. By grounding yourself in the present, you create a foundation of gratitude and contentment that amplifies your ability to manifest. Trusting the process also involves recognizing the signs and synchronicities that affirm you are on the right path. These signs may come in the form of unexpected opportunities, meaningful coincidences, or intuitive nudges. When you are in tune with the flow of life, you begin to notice these signals and trust that they are guiding you toward your desired outcome. These moments serve as reminders that the universe is always working with you, even if the full picture is not yet clear. Cultivating patience is essential to trusting the timing. Patience is not about waiting idly, but about maintaining a state of calm confidence and faith. It is about knowing that what you desire is already in motion, even if you cannot yet see the results. This patience allows you to navigate setbacks or challenges with grace, viewing them as temporary and necessary parts of the journey. Trusting the process also means letting go of rigid expectations about how your desires will manifest. The universe often delivers in ways that exceed your imagination, but only if you remain open and flexible. When you release attachment to specific outcomes or timelines, you create space for miracles to unfold naturally. This openness allows you to receive in ways that align with your highest good, rather than limiting yourself to a narrow vision. Your journey toward manifesting your desires is as important as the destination itself. Trusting the process means valuing the growth, learning, and transformation that occur along the way. Each step brings you closer to the person you are becoming, preparing you to fully embody and sustain the reality you are creating. This perspective shifts your focus from impatience to appreciation, helping you to see the unfolding of your desires as a continuous and rewarding experience. When you trust the timing and the process, you cultivate resilience. Life is not always linear, and the path to your dreams may include unexpected twists and turns. Trusting the process equips you to adapt and persevere, knowing that every experience, whether joyous or challenging, is contributing to the fulfillment of your desires. This resilience reinforces your alignment and strengthens your ability to attract what you seek. Finally, trusting the timing means trusting yourself. You are an integral part of the process, and your intuition, decisions, and actions play a significant role in shaping your reality. By staying attuned to your inner guidance and acting in alignment with your desires, you reinforce your faith in the process. This self-trust creates a powerful synergy between your intentions and the universal forces that support them, ensuring that your manifestations unfold in perfect harmony. The energy that surrounds you profoundly influences your ability to manifest miracles. When you align yourself with positive energy, you create an environment that supports your desires and amplifies your magnetic power. Surrounding yourself with positivity is not merely about avoiding negativity, but actively cultivating uplifting thoughts, emotions, and connections that nurture your vision and strengthen your belief in its realization. Positive energy begins within. Your internal dialogue sets the tone for the energy you carry. If your thoughts are filled with doubt, fear, or self-criticism, they create an inner atmosphere of resistance that hinders manifestation. Conversely, thoughts of hope, confidence, and joy radiate outward and attract circumstances that reflect these states. By choosing to focus on what uplifts and empowers you, you establish an inner foundation that resonates with the miracles you seek. Your emotions are a powerful source of energy. Positive emotions like gratitude, excitement, and love are high vibrational states that magnetize your desires. These emotions are not only a reflection of your energy, but also a tool for shaping it. When you deliberately cultivate feelings of joy and appreciation, you align yourself with the frequency of your desired outcomes. This emotional alignment becomes a beacon, drawing people, opportunities, and circumstances that match your energy. The people you surround yourself with play a significant role in maintaining positive energy. Relationships are energetic exchanges, and the attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors of those closest to you can either support or detract from your vision. Seek out individuals who inspire, encourage, and celebrate your growth. These are the people who uplift your spirit, share your enthusiasm, and remind you of your potential when doubts arise. Their positivity strengthens your resolve and reinforces your belief in what is possible. Equally important is minimizing exposure to negativity. This does not mean avoiding difficult conversations or challenges, but rather being mindful of the energy you allow into your space. Negative influences, whether from people, environments, or media, can dilute your focus and drain your enthusiasm. By setting boundaries and choosing environments that nourish your well-being, you protect the positive energy that fuels your manifestations. Your physical environment also contributes to the energy around you. Spaces that are cluttered, disorganized, or filled with items that carry negative associations can weigh down your energy. Conversely, environments that are clean, organized, and filled with things that bring you joy uplift your spirit and inspire creativity. Design your surroundings to reflect the life you are manifesting, using colors, scents, and objects that evoke feelings of abundance and peace. Nature is a powerful source of positive energy. Spending time outdoors reconnects you with the earth's grounding and rejuvenating energy. Whether it's a walk in the park, sitting by the ocean, or simply breathing fresh air, nature has a way of clearing your mind and raising your vibration. These moments of connection not only replenish your energy, but also remind you of the abundance and harmony that exist in the natural world. Positive energy is also cultivated through daily habits and rituals. Practices like meditation, affirmations, and journaling help you maintain focus on your desires and reinforce your alignment with them. Movement, whether through exercise, dance, or yoga, releases stagnant energy and creates a flow of vitality and enthusiasm. Engaging in activities that bring you joy, whether it's a hobby, creative pursuit, or spending time with loved ones, fills your life with moments of happiness and fulfillment. Music, art, and other forms of creative expression can be powerful sources of positive energy. These mediums have the ability to elevate your mood, shift your perspective, and inspire new ideas. Choose music that uplifts you, read books that expand your horizons, and immerse yourself in art that resonates with your vision. These experiences enrich your energy field and keep you connected to the feeling of your desires already being fulfilled. Gratitude serves as a bridge between your inner and outer worlds, amplifying the positive energy that surrounds you. When you focus on the blessings you already have, you naturally attract more to be grateful for. This attitude of appreciation shifts your attention from lack to abundance, reinforcing the belief that miracles are not only possible, but inevitable. By surrounding yourself with positive energy in all its forms, you create a fertile ground for miracles to manifest. The energy you cultivate within and around you becomes a reflection of your desires, drawing them closer with every thought, action, and interaction. This alignment with positivity ensures that your journey toward manifestation is one of joy, inspiration, and unwavering belief. Celebrating small wins is an essential practice in cultivating a mindset of success and amplifying your ability to manifest miracles. Every step forward, no matter how small, is evidence that your intentions are taking shape. By acknowledging and appreciating these victories, you create a cycle of positive reinforcement that sustains your energy, builds your confidence, and strengthens your alignment with your goals. When you take a moment to celebrate small wins, you signal to yourself and the universe that progress is meaningful and appreciated. This act of recognition magnifies the feelings of accomplishment and joy associated with achieving your desires. It shifts your focus from what remains undone to what has already been accomplished, nurturing an attitude of gratitude and satisfaction that fuels your motivation to keep going. Small wins often serve as the building blocks for larger successes. Each milestone represents a tangible manifestation of your efforts. affirming that you are moving closer to your desired outcome. These incremental achievements provide a sense of momentum, reinforcing the belief that your larger goals are not only attainable but inevitable. By celebrating these wins, you create a steady flow of positive energy that propels you forward. The act of celebration need not be grand or elaborate. It is the intention behind the celebration that matters. Whether it's taking a moment to reflect on your progress, treating yourself to something you enjoy, or sharing your success with a trusted friend, the purpose is to acknowledge your efforts and honor the progress you've made. These simple acts of recognition have a profound impact on your mindset, keeping you motivated and inspired. Celebrating small wins also helps to combat the tendency to focus solely on the end goal. While having a clear vision of your desired outcome is essential, becoming overly fixated on the destination can lead to frustration or impatience. Acknowledging the smaller milestones along the way reminds you that success is a journey, not a single event. Each step, no matter how minor it may seem, contributes to the larger picture and deserves to be valued. This practice also cultivates resilience by shifting your perspective on challenges and setbacks. When you focus on small wins, you begin to see obstacles as opportunities for growth rather than as roadblocks. Each time you overcome a challenge or learn something new, you gain valuable insights and skills that bring you closer to your goal. By celebrating these moments, you train yourself to view the journey with optimism and perseverance. Small wins often carry the seeds of larger opportunities. When you celebrate them, you reinforce the behaviors and habits that led to success, encouraging their continuation and expansion. For example, if a small win came from taking a bold step outside your comfort zone, celebrating it reinforces your willingness to embrace risk and pursue new possibilities. Over time, these reinforced behaviors compound, leading to greater achievements. The energy of celebration is magnetic. When you celebrate your progress, you emit a vibration of joy, confidence, and gratitude that attracts more reasons to celebrate. This positive energy creates a ripple effect, influencing not only your own mindset but also the people and circumstances around you. By radiating this energy, you draw supportive individuals, opportunities, and resources into your life, further accelerating your progress. Celebrating small wins also strengthens your connection to the present moment. Often the pursuit of a goal can lead to a constant state of striving, where you overlook the beauty and richness of the here and now. Taking time to acknowledge and celebrate your progress brings you back to the present, where you can fully experience the joy and fulfillment of each step. This presence enriches your journey and deepens your appreciation for the process of manifestation. By cultivating a habit of celebrating small wins, you align yourself with the energy of success. Each moment of recognition reinforces your belief in your ability to manifest miracles, creating a powerful feedback loop that propels you toward your goals. This practice not only makes the journey more enjoyable, but also ensures that you remain aligned, inspired, and receptive to the miracles that are unfolding in your life. As you stand at the center of your life's unfolding, remember that you are more powerful than you have ever imagined. By acting as though you are a magnet for miracles, you activate a force within you that reshapes reality itself. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions are the tools that align you with the life you desire. Trust in your vision, affirm its inevitability, and celebrate every step forward, knowing that the universe responds in kind to the energy you project. You hold the power to create, to attract, and to become all that you dream of. Every small win, every moment of gratitude, and every step taken with faith brings you closer to the miraculous. Trust the process, align with positivity, and honor the timing of your journey. The life you seek is already seeking you. It is simply waiting for you to claim it with unwavering conviction. Thank you for allowing me to share this moment of reflection and inspiration with you. Your willingness to explore, grow, and embrace your potential is a testament to the beauty of the human spirit. It is my hope that these words have reminded you of your infinite power, and that you leave here today inspired to act with confidence and courage. May your journey be filled with clarity, joy, and the miracles you deserve. Thank you for your presence, your energy, and your openness to the possibilities that await you. Imagine standing in the middle of a crowd, surrounded by noise and distractions. Each voice seems to demand your attention, each person pulling you in a different direction. Amid the chaos, you realize something profound. The most important voice, the one that should guide you, has been silenced, the voice within. We live in a world where comparisons dominate, and external validation is often mistaken for success. It's easy to lose yourself in the race to please others, chasing ideals that aren't even your own. But what if I told you that the key to fulfillment, success, and peace lies not in the world outside, but in focusing on yourself? You are the architect of your reality. The blueprint of your future is not drawn by what others think of you or what society dictates, but by the vision you hold for yourself. It's not selfish to focus on yourself, it's essential. Because when you thrive, everything around you flourishes too. Today, let's take a journey inward. Let's uncover why focusing on yourself is not only your right, but your responsibility. Together, we'll explore how self-focus transforms your world and empowers you to create a life of purpose, joy, and abundance. If you stay with me, you're about to rediscover your greatest asset, you. The world around you, the circumstances you face, the people you encounter, and the opportunities that appear are not random. They are a direct reflection of your inner world. Your thoughts, beliefs, and feelings shape the reality you experience. In fact, everything you see in the outer world is merely a manifestation of what you believed about yourself and your environment at a deeper level. The power to change the conditions of your life lies within the way you think about yourself, others, and the world at large. When you focus on yourself, you begin to realize that the external world is just a mirror. It reflects back to you what you hold within. If you are filled with self-doubt, fear, and negativity, your reality will be colored by these thoughts. You'll see obstacles instead of opportunities, and you'll find yourself stuck in situations that reinforce your limiting beliefs. On the other hand, if you choose to cultivate thoughts of confidence, abundance, and possibility, you will begin to attract experiences that mirror these inner convictions. The law of attraction is not merely a concept, it is the natural law that governs how life works. The reason this is so crucial is that your internal state creates a magnetic field around you, one that draws situations and people that match the vibration you're putting out into the world. You've likely experienced times when everything seemed to fall into place effortlessly, when you felt aligned, confident, and at peace. These moments are not flukes. They are the result of a strong, positive inner world that has shaped the circumstances of your life. Your internal beliefs set the tone for how you perceive the world, and therefore how the world responds to you. Let's take a moment to explore this idea of perception. Your perception of yourself determines how you interact with the world. If you believe you are worthy, capable, and deserving, you'll show up in situations with the confidence that others will mirror back to you. But if you have a belief system rooted in inadequacy or fear, you'll enter situations with hesitation or uncertainty, and the world will reflect this energy. This is why focusing on yourself is not an act of self-centeredness, but an act of self-mastery. In fact, it is the ultimate act of empowerment. When you focus on strengthening your inner world, you are essentially refining the lens through which you view the world. A positive, self-assured mindset allows you to see opportunities where others might see obstacles. You become less affected by the opinions and actions of others because you've learned to validate yourself from within. The approval you seek is no longer external, but comes from a deep sense of knowing that you are enough, just as you are. This shift in perception is a catalyst for transformation. When you begin to change the way you think about yourself, you start to notice shifts in your external environment. Relationships begin to improve because you no longer accept less than you deserve. Your career may take off as you take decisive actions aligned with your newly formed belief system. Your health and well-being will flourish as you develop a mindset that prioritizes self-care and self-respect. The most powerful part of this transformation is that it is entirely in your control. You hold the power to change the beliefs that shape your life. If you find yourself in a situation you don't like, rather than focusing on the external factors, turn inward. Ask yourself what beliefs are guiding this situation. What have I been telling myself about my abilities, my worth, and the world around me? Often, the moment you change your inner dialogue, the outer world begins to shift in response. It's not about changing the people or circumstances around you. It's about changing the way you think about them. The mind is an incredibly powerful tool, and the more you nurture it with thoughts of positivity, possibility, and self-love, the more it will shape the reality you experience. As you focus on yourself, you will start to notice how your beliefs influence the world around you. You will attract more of what you believe you deserve and begin to let go of those situations that no longer serve you. The key is to remember that everything you need is already within you. The world reflects your internal state. So if you want to change your world, you must first change what you hold inside. Detaching from external validation is one of the most powerful shifts you can make on your journey towards self-empowerment. The world around you is filled with voices telling you what is right, what you should desire, and how you should behave. From social media to family expectations to societal standards, the noise is endless. For many, seeking approval from others becomes second nature, almost a survival instinct. But the truth is, external validation is a fleeting and unreliable source of confidence and happiness. When you base your worth on others' opinions or approval, you give away your power to control your own life. True freedom comes when you realize that validation from outside sources is temporary and ultimately unsatisfying. The compliments, praises, and recognition you receive from others may feel good in the moment, but they rarely provide lasting fulfillment. Even when you do receive external praise, it's important to remember that it is not the opinion that defines your worth, it is your internal belief about yourself. When you rely on others for approval, you remain tethered to their judgments and perceptions. If they approve of you, you feel good, but if they criticize you, your confidence falters. This constant roller coaster of emotions can be exhausting and can prevent you from truly living in alignment with your authentic self. By detaching from external validation, you take the reins of your own self-worth. You realize that your value does not depend on how others see you or the accolades they give you. Your worth is inherent and independent of outside opinions. It is rooted in your identity and the belief you have in yourself. When you know your worth, you no longer seek it from others, because you realize that they can only reflect what you already feel within. You are no longer bound by the need to prove yourself to the world, because you have already validated yourself in your own eyes. This detachment does not mean that you no longer care about others' opinions or feedback. It simply means that their opinions no longer hold the power to define your self-worth or dictate your actions. You can accept feedback, constructive criticism, and even compliments without letting them determine your sense of identity. You can acknowledge them for what they are, external expressions, but choose whether or not to internalize them. When you do this, you reclaim your inner peace and self-confidence. The validation you seek is now a reflection of your internal alignment, not a reaction to the opinions of others. I think of your life as a canvas. The judgments of others are like splashes of paint that others may throw on it, but the masterpiece that is being created is entirely yours. It is up to you to decide how your story unfolds, what colors you choose, and how you interpret the experiences in your life. When you allow others to control the brushstrokes of your life, you give them the power to dictate the image of who you are and what your life will look like. But when you detach from the need for approval, you take full ownership of your canvas and create a life that truly reflects your values, desires, and purpose. The key to detaching from external validation is self-awareness and self-acceptance. It requires you to take a step back and evaluate the source of your need for validation. Are you seeking approval because you feel insecure? Do you rely on others' opinions to feel worthy? Often this need stems from a lack of self-belief or an unhealthy desire to fit into societal standards. To break free, you must first understand why you seek validation and consciously choose to replace those habits with healthier, more empowering beliefs. Replace thoughts of "I need them to like me" with "I am enough as I am, and their approval does not define my worth." In practice, detaching from external validation means learning to listen to your own inner voice, rather than the chorus of external voices. It means trusting your own intuition, making decisions based on what aligns with your values, and acting in ways that bring you joy and fulfillment. When you validate yourself, you take back control of your emotions and your decisions. You no longer rely on others to determine your success or happiness, because you know that those things are born from within you. This shift will transform how you live. You'll no longer fear judgment or criticism, because you've detached from the need to please others. You'll find it easier to follow your true path, even when it goes against the grain. You'll stop seeking approval for your dreams, desires, and choices. You'll focus instead on what feels right to you, on the life you wish to create, and on the person you are becoming. This internal validation brings with it a sense of peace, fulfillment, and authenticity that can never be taken away by others. When you stop seeking external validation, you free yourself from the limitations of others' perceptions. You release the pressure to conform to expectations that do not serve your highest good. Instead, you begin to create your own standards of success, happiness, and worth. This freedom is liberating. It allows you to show up as your most authentic self, to live with purpose and conviction, and to embrace your unique journey without needing permission from anyone else. Setting clear goals for personal growth is the compass that guides you toward the life you desire. Without direction, it's easy to drift aimlessly, reacting to whatever comes your way, rather than proactively creating the life you want. When you focus on yourself and your personal development, it becomes essential to define where you are heading, and more importantly, why you are heading there. The journey of personal growth is not something that happens by accident. It requires conscious intention, clear goals, and a commitment to the process. The first step in setting clear goals is understanding the importance of clarity. When you know exactly what you want, you can align your actions, thoughts, and emotions with that vision. A vague desire for a better life or a sense of improvement is not enough to create lasting change. Instead, you must be specific. For example, instead of saying, "I want to be more confident," set a goal like, "I will practice speaking in front of others at least twice a week for the next month to build my confidence." This type of specificity gives you a clear roadmap and makes it easier to track your progress. When you set a specific goal, you are not just wishing for change, but actively designing the path to it. It's important to remember that clear goals must align with your deeper values and desires. If your goals are not in harmony with your true self, no amount of effort will bring satisfaction. For personal growth to be meaningful, your goals should reflect the person you want to become, not just the things you want to have. Personal growth is about evolving your mindset, your character, and your abilities, not just achieving external success. A goal, such as "I want to be financially independent," is only meaningful if it is tied to a deeper value, like "I want to be financially independent so I can have the freedom to make a positive impact in the world." When you set goals that are in alignment with your values, the pursuit of those goals becomes a fulfilling journey, not just a checklist of achievements. Once you have clarity on your goals, the next step is to break them down into manageable steps. Big, ambitious goals can feel overwhelming, which can lead to procrastination or self-doubt. However, by breaking them down into smaller, achievable steps, you create a sense of progress and momentum. Think of each goal as a series of milestones and focus on achieving one step at a time. For instance, if your goal is to run a marathon, don't focus solely on the end result. Instead, set smaller goals like, "I will run 5 miles 3 times a week for the next month." Or, "I will increase my distance by 1 mile every week." Each time you reach one of these smaller milestones, you will feel a sense of accomplishment that propels you forward toward your larger goal. In addition to breaking down your goals, it's important to set deadlines. Deadlines create urgency and help you stay accountable to yourself. When you have a clear timeline for achieving your goals, you are more likely to stay committed to them and take the necessary actions. Deadlines also help you measure your progress and evaluate whether your actions are bringing you closer to your desired outcome. Without deadlines, goals can remain abstract concepts with no real sense of direction or urgency. By setting a clear time frame, you create a sense of accountability and discipline that keeps you on track. A crucial element of goal setting is the ability to track progress and make adjustments as needed. Personal growth is a dynamic, evolving process, and it's rare that everything will go according to plan. There will be setbacks, obstacles, and moments of doubt. However, when you are clear on your goals, you can stay focused on your end result, even when things don't go smoothly. Tracking your progress regularly gives you the opportunity to celebrate small wins and learn from challenges. If something isn't working, you can adjust your approach rather than giving up altogether. This flexibility is key to sustaining momentum and continuing to grow. Moreover, goal setting is not a solitary activity. It's important to share your goals with others who can support you on your journey. Surround yourself with people who inspire and encourage you. Whether it's a mentor, friend, or community, having a support system can make a significant difference in your ability to stay on track and overcome challenges. People who believe in your vision can offer valuable insights, hold you accountable, and remind you of your strengths when you doubt yourself. A strong support system creates an environment where growth is not only possible but inevitable. Finally, it's important to be patient with yourself as you pursue your personal growth goals. Growth is not an overnight process, and there will be times when you feel frustrated or discouraged. But remember that every step you take, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to becoming the person you want to be. Trust the process, stay committed to your goals, and allow yourself the grace to evolve at your own pace. Personal growth is not about perfection, it's about consistent, intentional progress. When you focus on yourself and set clear, aligned goals, you are actively creating a life that reflects your deepest desires and truest potential. Embracing solitude as strength is one of the most empowering shifts you can make on your personal growth journey. In a world that thrives on constant connection, interaction, and external distractions, the idea of solitude can feel uncomfortable or even undesirable. Society often equates solitude with loneliness, viewing it as a state to be avoided at all costs. But true strength arises when you learn to embrace solitude not as something to fear, but as an essential tool for personal empowerment, reflection, and growth. Solitude is not about isolating yourself from the world, it is about creating a space where you can connect with your own inner world. In solitude, you find the quiet and stillness necessary to listen to your thoughts, your emotions, and your intuition. When you are constantly surrounded by others, it is easy to lose touch with your own desires and needs. You begin to live according to the expectations and opinions of others, which may lead you down a path that does not truly serve your purpose. Solitude gives you the opportunity to recalibrate, reflect, and realign yourself with your true desires and goals. It allows you to tune out the noise of the outside world and reconnect with your inner wisdom, which often gets drowned out by the demands of daily life. In solitude, you cultivate the ability to be comfortable in your own company. It's easy to rely on external validation and the presence of others to feel validated, worthy, or connected. However, when you embrace solitude, you begin to recognize that your worth does not depend on others' attention or approval. You are enough as you are, and the company you seek most is your own. This realization is empowering because it frees you from the need to seek validation outside yourself. Instead, you turn inward and nurture your own sense of self-worth, which is the foundation for true confidence and strength. In solitude, you strengthen your relationship with yourself, which in turn enhances your relationships with others. Solitude is also a fertile ground for creativity and self-discovery. When you spend time alone, you are able to tap into the depths of your imagination and explore new ideas without the distractions of external influence. Many of history's greatest thinkers, creators, and visionaries have spent significant time alone in order to cultivate their craft. Solitude allows you to step away from the noise and distractions of everyday life, giving you the mental and emotional space to think clearly and innovate. Whether you are working on a personal project, pursuing a new passion, or seeking clarity on a life decision, solitude provides the space needed for deep reflection and breakthrough moments. It is in these quiet moments that you begin to understand your own unique gifts, talents, and desires, which empower you to move forward with greater confidence and purpose. Another powerful aspect of embracing solitude is its ability to foster resilience and emotional strength. In moments of solitude, you confront your own fears, insecurities, and vulnerabilities. You become more attuned to your emotional landscape and develop the inner strength to face challenges without relying on external support. This process of self-reliance in solitude builds emotional resilience because you learn to trust yourself to navigate difficult emotions and experiences. Rather than turning to others for constant reassurance or validation, you learn to be your own source of support, which cultivates a deep sense of inner strength. The more you embrace solitude, the more you realize that you have the power within you to face anything that comes your way. It is in these moments of aloneness that you build the emotional foundation necessary to withstand life's ups and downs. Solitude also teaches you the importance of boundaries and the ability to protect your energy. In today's world, it is easy to become overwhelmed by the demands of others, whether it's family, friends, colleagues, or social media. Constant interaction and the pressure to be constantly available can drain your energy and leave you feeling depleted. Embracing solitude allows you to set boundaries and create space for yourself to recharge. It is not selfish to take time for yourself. It is necessary for your well-being. Solitude helps you recognize your limits, honor your needs, and create the space necessary for rest and rejuvenation. In doing so, you protect your energy and avoid burnout, ensuring that you are able to show up as your best self when you do engage with the world. Furthermore, solitude cultivates a sense of inner peace and clarity. The constant noise of the world can cloud your mind, making it difficult to hear your inner voice or make clear decisions. In solitude, you can quiet the external distractions and create the mental space needed to think clearly. This clarity enables you to make decisions that are aligned with your true desires and purpose, rather than being influenced by the opinions of others. When you are alone, free from the influence of others' thoughts and expectations, you are able to make choices that are in alignment with your authentic self. This inner peace and clarity provide the foundation for making confident, empowered decisions that lead you toward your goals. Lastly, embracing solitude as strength enhances your ability to connect with others in a more meaningful way. When you learn to be comfortable in your own company, you no longer rely on others to fill a void or to provide you with a sense of worth. You enter relationships with a full sense of self, and this allows for deeper, more authentic connections. In solitude, you learn to understand and love yourself, and this self-love translates into more loving and healthy relationships with others. You no longer seek to complete yourself through others. Instead, you come together with others as whole and complete individuals, creating bonds based on mutual respect, understanding, and love. Solitude, when embraced as strength, is a source of empowerment. It is the foundation for personal growth, self-discovery, and inner peace. It is a space where you reconnect with your true self, cultivate emotional resilience, and tap into your creative potential. It is where you build the inner strength needed to navigate life's challenges and create a life that aligns with your true desires. The more you embrace solitude, the more you will realize that it is not a punishment, but a gift, a powerful tool for transformation and growth. Mastering your emotional state is one of the most powerful skills you can develop on your journey to personal growth and self-empowerment. Emotions, while essential to the human experience, can often feel unpredictable, overwhelming, and out of our control. However, when you learn to master your emotional state, you gain the ability to shape your experience, respond to situations more effectively, and create the life you truly desire. Mastery of your emotions is not about suppressing or denying your feelings, but about learning to navigate them in a way that serves your highest good. The first step in mastering your emotional state is understanding that you are not your emotions. Emotions are temporary responses to external stimuli or internal thoughts. They are not permanent aspects of your identity. When you identify with your emotions, you risk becoming reactive, allowing your feelings to dictate your actions, thoughts, and behaviors. Instead of being controlled by your emotions, it is essential to observe them without judgment. By adopting the perspective of an observer, you create a space between you and your emotions, allowing you to respond rather than react. This awareness is the key to emotional mastery, because it helps you realize that emotions come and go, and you have the power to decide how to engage with them. Another vital aspect of mastering your emotional state is understanding the connection between thoughts, emotions, and the body. Your thoughts directly influence your emotional experience. For example, when you think about something that causes anxiety, your body responds with physical sensations like a racing heart, shallow breath, or tension. Similarly, when you focus on thoughts that make you feel happy or grateful, your body responds with feelings of calm and joy. This mind-body connection is a powerful tool that allows you to shift your emotional state by consciously changing your thoughts. If you find yourself in a negative emotional state, you can begin by changing the thoughts that are fueling those emotions. Redirecting your focus onto thoughts of gratitude, positivity, or hope can quickly shift your emotional state and allow you to regain control. Breathing is another powerful tool in mastering your emotional state. Deep, conscious breathing has an immediate calming effect on the nervous system and can help you regain balance when you feel overwhelmed or anxious. When you are emotionally triggered, the body goes into a fight or flight response, and your breath becomes shallow and rapid. By consciously slowing your breath and taking deep, full breaths, you signal to your body that it is safe, and the fight or flight response can subside. Deep breathing helps to bring you back into the present moment, allowing you to regain your emotional equilibrium. It also helps to reduce the physical symptoms of stress, like tension in your body or tightness in your chest, which can further exacerbate negative emotions. Another critical component of emotional mastery is developing emotional intelligence, which is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your emotions and the emotions of others. Emotional intelligence allows you to navigate difficult situations with greater ease, respond to challenges with empathy, and communicate more effectively. When you develop emotional intelligence, you gain greater self-awareness, which helps you to understand your emotional triggers and patterns. You can begin to identify the situations or thoughts that tend to provoke certain emotional responses, giving you the power to change the way you react. Emotional intelligence also involves learning how to regulate your emotions so that you do not become overwhelmed or controlled by them. For instance, if you find yourself feeling angry, emotional intelligence allows you to recognize the anger, understand why it is arising, and choose to express it in a constructive manner rather than allowing it to take over. Mastering your emotional state also involves setting boundaries and protecting your energy. Emotions can often be influenced by the people and environments around you. If you are constantly exposed to negative or draining situations, it can be challenging to maintain a positive emotional state. Learning to set healthy boundaries with others, whether in relationships, work environments, or social circles, is essential for emotional mastery. Boundaries help protect your energy, prevent emotional burnout, and create space for you to nurture your emotional well-being. By recognizing when a situation or person is causing emotional distress, you can set clear boundaries to protect yourself, ensuring that you are not continually drained or triggered by external factors. Furthermore, self-care plays a crucial role in mastering your emotional state. When you prioritize your emotional health through self-care practices, you build resilience and strengthen your ability to manage difficult emotions. Self-care is not a luxury, it is a necessity for emotional well-being. Practices such as exercise, meditation, journaling, spending time in nature, and engaging in creative activities all contribute to emotional balance and help you maintain a positive emotional state. When you regularly engage in activities that nurture your mind, body, and soul, you cultivate emotional strength and fortitude, making it easier to handle stress, adversity, and challenges with grace and composure. It is also important to recognize the role of gratitude in emotional mastery. Gratitude is a powerful tool for shifting your emotional state because it directs your focus toward the positive aspects of your life. When you cultivate a gratitude practice, whether through journaling or simply taking time each day to reflect on what you are thankful for, you train your mind to look for the good in every situation. Gratitude has been shown to increase feelings of joy, contentment, and well-being, and it helps to counterbalance negative emotions like fear, anger, and sadness. By focusing on what you are grateful for, you create a positive feedback loop that reinforces an empowered emotional state. Lastly, one of the most important aspects of mastering your emotional state is practicing self-compassion. Many people tend to be their harshest critics, especially when they experience negative emotions. However, mastering your emotions does not mean suppressing or judging them. It means allowing yourself to feel your emotions without guilt or shame, and giving yourself the grace to process them in a healthy way. When you practice self-compassion, you acknowledge your emotions as valid and human, and you allow yourself the time and space to work through them. By treating yourself with kindness and understanding, you create an emotional environment that fosters healing, growth, and resilience. In mastering your emotional state, you take back control of your life. You no longer allow your emotions to dictate your actions or reactions. Instead, you'll learn to engage with your emotions in a way that empowers you, allowing you to respond with clarity, calmness, and intention. Emotional mastery enables you to navigate life's challenges with grace, build stronger relationships, and align your emotions with your deepest desires. When you master your emotional state, you master your life. Aligning your actions with your vision is perhaps one of the most significant steps you can take to manifest the life you desire. It is not enough to merely have a vision. It is crucial to take deliberate and consistent actions that move you closer to that vision every day. Your actions serve as the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. And the more aligned your actions are with your vision, the faster you will manifest your dreams into reality. The first step in aligning your actions with your vision is to gain complete clarity on what your vision is. Often people struggle with aligning their actions because they are unclear about what they want. Your vision should be detailed, vivid, and deeply meaningful to you. It should resonate with your soul and inspire you to take consistent action. Without a clear and compelling vision, it is easy to become distracted by the noise of everyday life and lose sight of your true desires. Spend time reflecting on what you truly want in every area of your life, your career, relationships, health, personal growth, and spiritual well-being. The clearer and more defined your vision is, the easier it will be to take actions that align with it. Once you have a clear vision, it's time to break it down into smaller, actionable steps. Having a broad vision is valuable, but without a plan it can feel overwhelming. Create a roadmap for your vision by identifying the specific actions you need to take to bring your goals to fruition. These actions should be in alignment with the values, principles, and purpose that your vision represents. Each action you take should bring you closer to your desired outcome. Whether it is dedicating time to learning new skills, improving your health, building your business, or nurturing your relationships, every step you take should move you forward in a way that aligns with your greater vision. The key here is consistency. Many people start with great enthusiasm, taking action for a short period, but then lose momentum when things don't unfold as quickly as they expect. Aligning your actions with your vision is a long-term commitment, and consistency is the secret ingredient. The actions you take today may seem small, but when compounded over time, they will lead to significant progress. It's important to recognize that every small action, even if it seems insignificant in the moment, is a step toward your vision. When you consistently act in alignment with your vision, you create a momentum that carries you forward, making the achievement of your goals inevitable. One of the most critical aspects of aligning your actions with your vision is staying true to your core values. Your vision should reflect who you are at your core, and your actions must honor those values. For example, if your vision is to become a successful entrepreneur, but you value integrity and authenticity, you must ensure that the actions you take in your business align with those values. Your decisions should reflect your commitment to honesty, transparency, and respect for others. When your actions are in harmony with your values, you create a sense of inner peace and confidence that propels you toward your vision. It's also essential to maintain a sense of faith and trust in the process. When you align your actions with your vision, you may encounter challenges, setbacks, and obstacles along the way. These moments can test your commitment and make you question whether your vision is achievable. However, maintaining faith in your vision and trusting that the universe will support you is crucial. You don't have to see the entire path laid out before you to move forward. As long as you stay committed and continue to take aligned actions, you will be guided step by step toward your desired outcome. Trust that everything you need will unfold as long as you stay aligned with your vision and take the necessary actions. Equally important is the ability to adapt your actions when necessary. Sometimes, as you progress toward your vision, you may encounter new information or experiences that prompt you to refine or adjust your approach. Being flexible and open to change is essential in ensuring that your actions remain in alignment with your vision. It's not about rigidly following a plan, but rather about being adaptable while staying true to the core of your vision. If you realize that one approach isn't working, adjust your actions accordingly, but always keep your ultimate vision in mind. Flexibility allows you to navigate challenges and opportunities with grace, ensuring that you stay on course while being open to new possibilities. Another key aspect of aligning your actions with your vision is maintaining a strong sense of discipline. Discipline is the ability to stay focused and committed to your goals, even when you don't feel like it. There will be days when you're tired, frustrated, or tempted to take shortcuts, but discipline will keep you on track. When you align your actions with your vision, you commit to doing what needs to be done, regardless of external circumstances. Discipline doesn't mean being rigid or inflexible. It means consistently showing up for yourself, staying true to your commitments, and making progress, no matter how small the steps may seem. Discipline is the force that keeps you moving forward, even when external circumstances seem challenging or when you experience moments of doubt. One of the most powerful ways to ensure that your actions align with your vision is to cultivate a mindset of abundance. An abundance mindset is the belief that there are infinite possibilities and resources available to you. When you operate from an abundance mindset, you take action from a place of confidence, knowing that you have the resources, creativity, and opportunities to achieve your vision. You stop seeing obstacles as barriers and instead see them as opportunities for growth and learning. An abundance mindset allows you to take bold, decisive actions because you believe that success is inevitable. This mindset also helps you stay motivated and focused on your vision, knowing that every action you take is part of the process of manifesting your desired outcomes. Finally, one of the most important elements of aligning your actions with your vision is taking responsibility for your life and the outcomes you create. When you take full responsibility for your actions, you stop blaming external circumstances or other people for your situation. You recognize that you have the power to shape your reality through the actions you take. By taking responsibility, you empower yourself to make choices that are in alignment with your vision and take the necessary steps to create the life you desire. Every action you take is a conscious choice that moves you closer to your vision. And when you fully own your power to choose, you become the creator of your own destiny. When you align your actions with your vision, you create a life that is in harmony with your deepest desires. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to the life you dream of. The alignment between your vision and your actions will create a life that is authentic, fulfilling, and deeply meaningful. Through consistent, purposeful action, you will manifest your dreams and create a reality that reflects the greatness within you. Celebrating your progress, rather than obsessing over perfection, is a critical shift in mindset that can transform how you approach your personal growth journey. It's easy to become fixated on achieving the perfect outcome, but in doing so, you often overlook the significance of every small victory along the way. The truth is, perfection is an illusion. It's an unattainable standard that can hold you back from recognizing and appreciating the real progress you've made. Embracing progress means acknowledging the steps you've taken, however small, and understanding that each step is a part of your overall journey toward success. The first step in celebrating progress is shifting your focus from the end result to the process itself. So often people measure their success by the finish line, comparing themselves to where they believe they should be rather than appreciating where they are in the present moment. Every small step you take is a victory. Whether it's making progress in your career, improving your health, or developing a new skill, every effort counts. When you focus on your progress instead of a distant, often unrealistic ideal of perfection, you create a sense of satisfaction that motivates you to continue moving forward. It's easy to dismiss the small steps you take, thinking they're not significant enough to celebrate, not yet. The reality is that no great achievement happens without countless small actions. For example, a person who wants to run a marathon doesn't wake up one day able to run 26 miles. They start by running short distances and gradually increase their endurance. Each time they run, they get closer to their goal, and each step forward is worthy of celebration. When you recognize and celebrate these small steps, you reinforce the idea that growth is a continuous journey. This mindset shift removes the pressure of needing to be perfect and replaces it with the empowering realization that progress itself is a success. Another reason why celebrating progress is so powerful is because it helps build momentum. When you take the time to acknowledge your achievements, no matter how small, you reinforce your belief in your own abilities. This reinforcement fuels your confidence, which propels you toward taking more action. The more you celebrate your progress, the more motivated you become to keep moving forward. This process of celebrating achievements, whether it's hitting a milestone in your career, achieving a personal goal, or simply showing up for yourself every day, creates a cycle of positive reinforcement. Each celebration strengthens your belief in your potential, which increases the likelihood of you taking even more positive steps. Furthermore, celebrating your progress helps to cultivate a mindset of gratitude. When you focus on progress, you begin to appreciate the efforts you've put in and the lessons you've learned along the way. You start to recognize the value in every experience, whether it was a success or a failure. Each moment offers an opportunity for growth. And when you celebrate progress, you acknowledge the wisdom you've gained. Gratitude for your journey shifts your perspective from frustration to fulfillment, helping you stay grounded and appreciative of how far you've come, rather than being consumed by the idea of a perfect future. In addition, celebrating your progress rather than striving for perfection fosters resilience. Life is unpredictable, and no journey is without its setbacks and obstacles. If you tie your sense of self-worth to the idea of perfection, every failure, mistake, or roadblock can feel like a reflection of your inadequacy. However, when you celebrate progress, you begin to understand that setbacks are a natural part of the process. They are not a sign that you've failed, but an opportunity for you to learn, grow, and improve. By focusing on progress, you train yourself to stay focused on your overall journey, rather than getting discouraged by temporary challenges. This resilience keeps you moving forward, regardless of what obstacles you face. Moreover, celebrating your progress allows you to stay connected to your why. Why did you begin this journey in the first place? What inspired you to pursue your goals? Keeping your why at the forefront of your mind helps to remind you that success isn't just about achieving an idealized end result, it's about the deeper, personal reasons behind your actions. When you celebrate progress, you remind yourself of the purpose and meaning behind the steps you're taking. This connection to your why anchors you in a sense of purpose, even when the path to perfection seems distant or uncertain. It's also important to recognize that perfectionism can lead to burnout. Striving for an unrealistic, flawless outcome can create a sense of exhaustion and frustration, ultimately hindering your ability to continue pursuing your goals. When you place too much emphasis on achieving the perfect result, you set yourself up for constant disappointment. The pursuit of perfection can make you feel as though you're never good enough, or that you're constantly falling short of your own expectations. By celebrating progress instead of perfection, you allow yourself to experience joy and fulfillment along the way. This shift in perspective alleviates the pressure of needing to be perfect and replaces it with the freedom to grow, learn, and evolve at your own pace. Another aspect of celebrating progress is that it reinforces self-compassion. Perfectionists often have a harsh inner critic that constantly reminds them of their shortcomings. They're often their own toughest critics, pushing themselves harder and harder to achieve an unattainable standard. Celebrating progress allows you to develop a more compassionate and loving relationship with yourself. Instead of focusing on what you didn't achieve, you acknowledge what you did accomplish. You show yourself kindness and appreciation, which is essential for maintaining mental and emotional well-being. When you celebrate your efforts, you treat yourself with the same love and encouragement that you would offer a friend, and this self-compassion fuels your growth. Lastly, celebrating your progress encourages you to enjoy the journey, not just the destination. Life is a continuous process of growth and evolution. By celebrating progress, you embrace each moment along the way. You stop living solely for the end result and begin to experience fulfillment in the present. You learn to appreciate the process of becoming, not just the outcome. Every lesson, every step, every challenge faced along the way is part of what makes the journey meaningful. When you celebrate your progress, you honor the richness of life's experience, knowing that every moment of growth is valuable and worth celebrating. Celebrating progress, rather than chasing after perfection, is a powerful way to stay motivated, maintain resilience, and cultivate a sense of gratitude and self-compassion. When you focus on the progress you're making, you acknowledge the value of every step forward and reinforce the belief that you are capable of achieving your dreams. By embracing progress, you free yourself from the burden of perfectionism and allow yourself to grow, evolve, and enjoy the journey toward your goals. The pursuit of progress, not perfection, is the key to creating a life that is fulfilling, meaningful, and truly your own. As we close this discussion, let's remind ourselves that the path to true fulfillment is not in chasing perfection, but in embracing the beauty of progress. When we focus on ourselves, our growth, our inner world, and the steps we take every day, we begin to shape a reality that aligns with our highest potential. It is through this consistent effort, where we honor our small victories, that we build a future that reflects our true desires and aspirations. The journey towards becoming the best version of ourselves is not linear. It's filled with moments of growth, setbacks, and triumphs. And yet, when we dedicate ourselves to the process of self-reflection, goal setting, and continual self-improvement, we create a life that is rich with purpose. Remember, your worth is not defined by perfection, but by your commitment to evolving, learning, and aligning your actions with your deepest desires. So as you move forward, carry with you the understanding that focusing on yourself, acknowledging your progress, and staying true to your inner vision will guide you toward the life you've always imagined. It's not about becoming perfect, it's about becoming whole, becoming authentic, and becoming empowered in your own skin. Your journey is yours alone, and it is worthy of every step you take. Thank you all for your time, your energy, and your presence today. It's an honor to share this space with people who are committed to their personal growth and transformation. Remember, the journey is yours to create, and each moment you invest in yourself brings you one step closer to the life you envision. Keep focusing on your progress, embrace your growth, and know that you are always moving closer to your fullest potential. Thank you once again, and may your journey be filled with clarity, purpose, and unshakable confidence.